What's going on, guys? This video we're going to be taking a look at 5-Minute Fantasies Week 9 booming and busting wide receivers. My start of the week I'm going to say is going to be Amari Cooper. When Amari Cooper gets on the field, Dak Prescott really turns him into a crutch. The Dallas Cowboys this week, who are they going up against? They're going up against the Giants, that's right. And so, the secondary in New York, there's not really anything there. Amari Cooper, he's going to be bound for a game like Kenny Golladay had against New York last week with what was it, like 2 touchdowns or like 100 yards and a couple deep shots like that. I'm going to say actually start Tyreek Hill. I think that Minnesota's going to try to put Xavier Rhodes on him, and I don't think that's going to work out very well. They're going to have to try to do some sort of scheming, but I think that Tyreek Hill is going to be the singular player that can beat the Minnesota defense. If Tyreek Hill comes out and has 200 yards and like 2 touchdowns, that could be an indication of how Kansas City is planning on winning these next couple games without Patrick Mahomes. But I think that he'll probably end up with something like 120 yards, total yards. He may end up having a lot of rushing yards, between, different jet sweeps and things like that to get him out into space. Then I'm going to say start Allen Robinson, going up against Philadelphia. I don't like the Chicago wide receivers besides Allen Robinson, and I don't like Mitchell Trubisky. But one thing I do know is that when you go up against Philadelphia, you pick the wide receivers. Mitchell Trubisky has been using Allen Robinson more than he has really any other target in his career. So look for Allen Robinson to have a big game against, a banged up, second string type playing Philadelphia secondary. I'm going to say start DK Metcalf against Tampa Bay. I think that, this game against Tampa Bay is going to turn into a potential shootout, and DK Metcalf, he'll really be able to bully around a lot of the number 2 cornerbacks on this team. And then I'm going to say start Jarvis Landry. I love Chris Harris Jr., and as far as I know, as long as he's happy, he's going to be balling for Denver. So, at the same time, I'm a little nervous about Odell, but I think Jarvis can really do some damage this week against Denver, and I think that Jarvis is going to be the game plan that they're going to use to win this game, even though I have Denver winning it. I'm going to say sit Courtland Sutton, the wide receiver, going up against Cleveland. Denver's offensive line is pretty atrocious, and Cleveland has a real pass rush. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for a wide receiver who now has to face all of the number 1 cornerbacks and all of the main passing schemes. I don't think he's going to be able to, get a lot of breathing room to get the football. I'm going to say sit the Washington rookie Terry McLaurin going up against Buffalo, because even though I'm pretty high on Terry McLaurin, the inconsistency with the quarterback, then also going up against this Buffalo defense isn't going to be that great. And then there's also Julian Edelman going up against Baltimore. I don't really like Julian Edelman to begin with. He, the way that the way that New England uses players, it's kind of inconsistent. It's it's a lot of downs. So I would make sure to stay away from him. And then another wide receiver that I'm going to say sit is Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm not really confident that he can do much against this, Indianapolis defense. So be careful about starting him if you have better options this week.